Hello everybody, Sav here. I have a longer than normal video for you guys today. I went over the map of any relevant locations to Jelani. I put also in here some places of river access in the Peru area of places I think that Jelani's body could have entered the water. I'm also showing 3 different possible locations that I think that his phone could have been found at based on the information that we received from Carmen recently in the Newsy interview. And yeah, so here we go. Actually, real quick before we get started, you might want to use headphones just so that you can hear my voice during this. I'm just working with what I have. I don't have any type of professional equipment. I've only been doing this for a little bit. So if you do have difficulties hearing, you can use headphones. I turned the volume on myself up 400%, and that's as high as it'll let me go. So if you can't hear, try headphones. Thanks. So right here, this is the Bone Student Center. What's right in here. And then that was the first place that he went the day that he was last seen. And there's also, you can see that there is a Starbucks listed there. So we know that he also visited Starbucks. And then after that, between 9 and 10 a.m., I don't remember the exact time anymore. I probably should have looked at that. I apologize. But between 9 and 10 a.m., he was seen here at Beyond Hello. We saw him on the video camera footage. And as far as we know, that's the last time anybody can remember seeing Jelani or that there's any footage of him out there, is at this dispensary right here. Now, we learned just a few days ago that Jelani's phone was found. I believe they said that it was October 17th. I could be wrong on that, so don't quote me on that, but it sounded like what Carmen said was the person who found this phone was only interviewed in the past week, so I don't know if they just discovered that the phone was Jelani's. I don't know what they had to go through to confirm that. I'm pretty sure all phones have serial numbers, so I'm sure the serial number of his phone is in some sort of database so that because it was at Walmart, so any Walmart phones that come in like that, I'm sure the serial number has to be entered into a system before they do anything specific with the phone, because there are stolen phones all over the place, for sure. So, based on the information, it was said that it was in Bloomington, all right? Specifically in Bloomington. On Newsy, on the interview with Carmen, he did ask her, I think twice, to confirm that it was in Bloomington, and she did say yes. So going off of that, my best guess at where the phone was found would be off of this part here. This is actually the exact same road that Beyond Hello is on. However, it's in the opposite direction of both the school and Peru. So it would be a bit odd for his phone to be found over here unless there was another place that Jelani and or whoever was with him, if there's somewhere else over here that they went to. We don't know why his car or Jelani or his phone would be found in this area. So I'm not sure if this is it. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It just matches the description that Carmen said, because Carmen said something about Main Street. So here's Main Street right here. And it was right after she mentioned that they had searched that area of Beyond Hello and that she went to an exit and went down a road, and there was a Dollar General just right down the road off the exit. So there's actually 2 here in this area. All right. So it could be that one. Another option would be over here, and this one would kind of make sense. There are exits here, and this is an Interstate 39, and there's a Dollar General right here. So this one could definitely fit more so, I would think. However, it's not a Bloomington address. I believe this is Normal. Yeah, so this is Normal. But it's definitely possible that since Carmen's not from the area, that this entire area could be Bloomington to her. Like, how is she going to know where the city limits are? She's probably not, right? Now we get up here a bit, down 39. So to get to Peru, you would take either 39, Interstate 39, or you would take 251. So 39 goes all the way up towards Peru, and then 251, it looks like it starts right here. And it stays fairly parallel with Interstate 39. So both would be options of where the person went. But to get to 251 here, you do also pass another exit, and this is in Hudson, Illinois. This also could fit what Carmen was describing, because this actually is an interstate, and right off of the exit, down the road a little bit, there's a Dollar General. So I would say this one's possible too, but once again, it's not in Bloomington. So I'm hoping we get more clarification on where exactly that phone was found, because that would be important for local businesses and residents, whatever, to check their cameras, if that information is still even available for their cameras. I know a lot can only record for a week, 2 weeks, a month, 3 months, stuff like that. So it kind of depends, but I'd say there is still a possibility that if we can find an exact location of where we believe he or his car or whatever was, it's possible some place might still have video camera footage that they never thought to check. So this one makes sense too. So I would say it's one of those three based on that. So, okay, so now we get here to Peru. So you could take either the 251 or 39, and his car was found right here, we know, by the YMCA. We'll get a little street view real quick. Right here. So in this area, so now there is at least one trail. I don't remember if it goes in this direction. I think you can go just straight up here and get to the Y, but there is actually somewhat of a trail as well that people, usually like high schoolers from LP, they'll use this trail to take a shortcut up to the YMCA, rather than, because their other option would be, coming from over here, walking all the way around here. So it's a lot easier to cut through here. I know one of the trails comes up over here by the skate park. It must be over here somewhere, or, well, this looks like something, some dead grass. It's not a legitimate trail, guys. It's just so many people have walked on it for so many times, that the grass has just kind of died and it made a natural sort of trail. All right, let me get straightened back out here. Okay, so after his car was found, about a week later, Jelani's body was pulled from the river. Additionally, his lanyard was also found somewhere near where his body was found. So they said that it was on the south bank, east of the 251 bridge. So here's the 251 bridge. So I drew a little line here of where I think it possibly could mean, because it did not give an exact location. Now this is something I want to show you guys. I was zooming in I was trying to find any docks and whatnot in the area. I think we would have to look anywhere from the east, just because the river flows west, so his body more than likely wasn't put in further west of the 251 bridge. It would probably be east of the 251 bridge. So now here, zoom in, please. There's this place called the Edgewater Cabin, which is kind of like an Airbnb. It looks super cute online. And there's also some houses down here. And this is a small dead end road down here. I've lived here my whole life. I've passed that road probably 1,000 times, if not more, and I've never driven down the road. You also never really see cars going down there. So it's definitely a quiet area, and that's also described on the reviews for this Edgewater Cabin. Now, what's important is there is river access right here, and I noticed that it fits almost exactly where my guess of where the body was pulled from, my range It just happens to be pretty much right where that meets. So now if we go to street view here on the 351 bridge, and turn around this way, I think. So this is where we can see that they do have two, I think this is a small dock. I can't tell if it actually goes into the river, if it's just like a pathway to the river. This does look like just a pathway to the river. This here, I think, is a fallen tree. I don't think this is actually a path. There might be a path there too, but the whole point is there is river access down here, as well as somebody could easily drive down here. And I don't think that it would be absurd for anybody that lives down here to see someone that they don't know, because this cabin has all kinds of people staying in and out of it, you know? So it might not be weird for them to see. So if nobody was staying at this cabin, especially, and if they have no video camera footage, which I do not know, I was thinking about calling and asking, but down this road here, there is direct river access by this place. So someone could have parked easily right here, you know, and the only person who possibly could have seen, really, is whoever lives here, because there's trees everywhere else. This is a very, very hidden area, you know. So I would say this could be a possible area if somebody had, you know, kind of thrown Jelani's body into the water. Okay, so I have the canal marked. This is where, when they came to Peru, when the family came to Peru with for the original balloon release, this is where they came. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure. They said that this is the closest they could get to where his clothes were found. But I'm not sure why it would be the canal, which is separate from the river. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Sure, they can absolutely know more than me, but it's also possible that they are mistaken about exactly where the clothes were found, because I have no idea on that, alright? Another thing that I do want to point out, this yellow line here, this is Charter Street / Airport Road. This is where Peru was asking residents to look through their camera footage between the 24th and the 26th of August. And this is where I personally believe Jelani's wallet was found, somewhere on this yellow line. I think it's more than likely somewhere above 11th Street, because this down here is just Charters Street, but up here this is Charter / Airport Road, because it does turn to Airport Road. So since they did specify the Airport Road thing too, I think it's more likely that it was up here closer to Baker's Lake, Baker's Park. Could be anywhere here. Now, of course, that I could be wrong. That may not be the wallet, but that is where they asked for video camera footage of just after the wallet was found. So I think that that's it. There's also a boat ramp over here by Utica, so this is more river access, but I'm not too sure if it would have been from that far away. I mean, it's really not far, I guess, when you think about it, but I think it's more likely that his body was put into the water very close to where it was found, because you have so many barges coming through here. I think a body would be almost instantly pushed towards the shore. I mean, I don't know anything about that. I'm not a scientist or whoever would study something like that. I don't even know. But it's just, you know, my brain working, and who knows if it's working correctly. But that's basically all I have, I think. Am I forgetting anything? I don't think so. Yeah, alright, well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope this was somewhat helpful and that it didn't cause more confusion. I just wanted to share all of that with you. I appreciate everyone for being here. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do that. I'd greatly appreciate it. Have a good day, everybody.